What is going on, boys? Hope y'all doing good. We're just in the whipski right now. So, today I'm going to be going over my personal opinion on the best performance mods you can get for the Genesis Coupe. Now, this is going to be specified for 2.0s. This is not going to be towards 3.8s because I don't know much about 3.8s. I mean, it's a V6, so I'm sure you go headers, you know, test pipes and all of that good stuff, and of course exhaust. But this is going to be based on for the 2.0, and yeah, when I get to the usual spot, I will go over the mods and we'll talk a little more then. Until then, I will catch y'all in a bit. Yo, we're at the spot, you know, usual spot. Let's have a little quick air out and then we will get started. Alrighty, let's pop the hood. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start off with where you should really get started when it comes to performance on this car, right? Something basic you could do that won't run you too much money. It's gonna be right under the hood. Going to be this engine short ram intake. Okay, so yes, some people say it's not a cold air intake or a true cold air intake. It's not. It is a short ram intake. A true cold air intake would be all the way down here by the fog light, which I cannot afford to do in Florida because then that would lead to my car let's see, probably hydro locking and completely destroying my motor. So I'm going to recommend an engine short ram intake. That's probably going to run you in between $250 to $300. Nothing too crazy. I think that's a very affordable price for an intake. That's definitely going to give you some horsepower once you get tuned, right? If you just add in your stock, the car's going to breathe better. You're probably going to get like 5 to 10 horsepower. Nothing crazy. But once you get tuned, it's actually going to mean something. Number 2 is going to be actually also in the engine bay, but you can barely see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is that Catless downpipe. So you can see a little Turbski right there. A little Catless downpipe. So I have, I believe it's called a Turbo XS Catless downpipe. I don't know why I don't see it. I don't think it exists anymore. I think it was a one-time deal that they had. And yeah, those are gonna run you about $250 to $300, but I'm gonna recommend, just from my research, is gonna be the ISR Catless downpipe. I believe it's gonna give you the same results, and it's around that same price, and it's ISR, so it is a trusted brand, right? I'd say third mod on this list is gonna be the ISR catback exhaust. Okay, so mine's got the finished tips, as you can see. You're idles pretty nicely. Only thing is with that is there's two options. You've got the street and you've got the race. The street exhaust is gonna be a bit quieter. It's got a muffler to it, so it's a bit quieter. The race exhaust is completely like a straight pipe, basically. And since it's basically a straight pipe, it is a lot louder, and there's definitely a lot more drone. With this one, not too much drone. So this is the one I would recommend. It's just street. But if you really want your shit to be loud and you want your car to freaking, you know, like everybody to know that your car is there, you know, go with the race and call it a day, because that one's definitely going to be a lot louder. Next, I'm going to say is going to be a tune. Now, I don't know how many tuners there really are for this platform. To my knowledge, everybody kind of goes to alpha speed, and you've got 3 options when you go to alpha speed. You've got the Go Tune. You've got the Custom Tune. And then you've got the Show Tune. Show Tune, in my opinion, is a complete waste of money. It literally just gives you pops and bangs, and it's still gonna run you like $400 to $500. A Go Tune is like a flash tune, I guess. So it's not custom. You're not gonna be on E85 or anything like that, but you will be, you know, basically pushing your car to a safe capability of the bolt-ons you've got, right? So your intake, your downpipe, your exhaust, all that stuff will be basically put into play, and they'll just flash it over, and that's pretty much it. They're not gonna sit there and, you know, tweak things and whatnot. It's kind of like an off-the-shelf tune. People say that brings you anywhere between 290 to 300 wheel horsepower and like 330 crank. Don't quote me on those numbers. That's what I've seen other people get dynoed at, and that's what the tuner told me when I asked him. The last tune is, again, the custom tune, which is going to run you like 800, and then after you get gauges, you're going to have to spend probably $1,000 to $1,200, and you're going to have to get a little bong, I believe it's called, installed on your downpipe to be connected to one of the gauges, which is the AFR one, I believe. So that all is going to run you about $1,200, but I believe that is pushing the motor to the max. You'll probably be in the low 300s wheel horsepower, and then high 300s crank, I believe. Don't quote me again. I'm not an expert. You can ask your tuner, or you can just watch some YouTube videos, and that's where probably most of your knowledge is going to come from anyways, right? Or you can read some Reddit forums. But those are the numbers I was told by different tuners and different people. I personally know a few people with custom tunes, but they also usually have like a big turbo or a rebuilt turbo, something like that. I didn't feel like a custom tune was going to be worth it. I just wanted to push the car to its capabilities and have fun with it, and obviously I want to pop some bangs and turbo, you know, speed up a little quicker and stuff like that. But at the time, I was really into the stance scene, wasn't into the fast scene, so I didn't think the custom tune was worth it. I feel like an honorary mention, right, something that's worth getting, is a blow-off valve. There's multiple options. You can go with the cheap Amazon option, you can go with the HKS, or you can go with the option that I went with, which was Ford Motorsport. I think it's honestly a great option. If you check out my intake video, you'll hear the intake plus the blow-off valve, what they sound like together. I'm gonna be honest, the Amazon blow-off valve really didn't sound like anything. I actually barely heard it, so I wouldn't recommend that, but that's what came with the car, so that's the one I was running for a while. This would be my recommended option. Other than that, I'm gonna be honest with you, your best performance mods, there's not really much more after that to do to this car performance wise. That's pretty much everything you could do. If you want to check out one of my other video, it's of the car getting tuned. It's one of my older videos, so check that out. You'll see me get tuned by Alpha Speed. They'll basically just flash it over, and yeah. Other than that, follow the gram, and I will catch y'all boys in the next one. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and give me some video ideas, give me some feedback, and let me know what y'all think about, you know, how I built the car and how it's sitting right now. You know, pretty OEM plus, like I said. Next, I really want to repaint the wheels and eventually get a new bumper. But I think fitment's good right now. Car looks good, and you know, everything's flowing. Everything's flowing as it should, right? But I will catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.